cause they fabricated, or so it seems. Cheap vision selling bogus dreams. Elevation of the bulls acting vain. That's facts, Jack Black, how everybody acting shallow now. Big bro, they wildin' out, conceited. Yeah, at the table now, prepare to place they starving fam. 100 honest, tired of the cheering of the nonsense. Though they all fans, it ain't cool, time to redecorate and, you know, make room, all love, bro. From Baltimore to Brooklyn, I put that on your Timberlands. Now the picture clear.
Yeah. Man, it's Talktooemcon, man. Most of y'all know me as Conway, but I got my man, my brother, all the way on the West Coast, but an East Coast fiend, you feel me? My man, Jae Knox. So before we get into the interview with him, I'm going to play one of his singles called Rolling. Here it is.
Yeah, I said, do we got a problem? Oh, cause I've been rolling. Yeah, oh yeah, I've been rolling. Yeah, I've been rolling through these streets alone. Hear no speak, no see no evil till they do me wrong. Yada, 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 it's not another song. This that, oh, he crazy, try him if he want. Got 7 uncles and all of them said he been here before. I can tell if you been loyal, I can see through your soul. Look in my eyes, the skies, yeah. I've been rolling through these streets alone. Hear no speak, no see no evil till they do me wrong. I've been rolling through these streets alone. Hear no speak, no see no evil till they do me wrong, and that's why. And this is why I'm never picking up my phone. This is why I tell my homies I've been rolling through these streets alone. Hear no speak, no see no evil till they do me wrong, and that's why. I'm feeling oh so weak these days, I barely even eat these days. Loved ones think I'm on drugs, like that's why he's losing weight. And I guess what hurts the most is I'm not the first to say, man, I hear it every day, a drug abusing featherweight. Rain man, yo, bring back all my woes. When that money calls, I cannot say no. Been around the globe, seen them come and go. Rain man, yo, silence all my foes. I'm working on a masterpiece, need peace and quiet. And I put myself last for the last couple ions. Let bygones be bygones, a stable before can't climb on. But everyone's invited, tread lightly, I left a light on. I've been rolling through these streets alone. Hear no speak, no see no evil till they do me wrong. I've been rolling through these streets alone. Hear no speak, no see no evil till they do me wrong, and that's why. And this is why I'm never picking up my phone.
Hear the whole thing. They got to go to fucking Tidal, Apple Music, all that
Spotify,
shit. Man, on
Deezer, iHeartRadio.
Yeah. He on everything. So if you want to go hear that shit again and vibe out, definitely go pull up on it and do what you got to do. Now, man, shit, like
Say it again.
You've been in California for how long?
I got here August 1st, 2015.
Dang.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It'll be 5 years, August the 1st.
And see, now tell the people, like, you went out there. Did you go out there for the music, or you went out there to get away?
Both. It was like both. It just, because my brother moved there first, and I was just like, I was still in college, so I just graduated. And then I worked a year at home, and then, he just opened the door to come through. And then I, just been splitting the rent since, man. But yeah, mainly it was for music, but to get away. But I had to figure a lot of stuff out, like, personally before I jumped on. Like, I flirted with music for a few years.
Right.
Like, while I was here, it was like, but now, like, the past, year, I just been, on it, like, nonstop.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I feel like when you move, it takes a while for you to get used to the element before you get used to what your passion was. So I can understand that
exactly.
shit.
You know how it is.
I can't.
That's what I'm saying. You know how it is.
Yeah, hell yeah. Definitely know how it is. So one of the questions I want to ask you outside of that, what's your background?
In terms of, where I come from? Or what,
where you come from. I don't like saying where you come from because a lot of people come from different places. at a certain amount of time, motherfuckers gonna say you're a Cali boy. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
so at the end of the day, like, what's your background? Like your upbringing, you know what I mean? Like what molded Jae Knox, man?
Well, I can't like my I came up under both parents under one little household. You know what I mean? I picked up music basically on Eminem. But yeah, you know, I'm real tight with my folks. I'm from Baltimore. And yeah, that's basically what it is. Just like I started with poetry first when I was in the 7th grade. I was just writing that, doing contests in middle school, and then like I got to listening to Eminem all the time, and I was like, well, man, maybe I could start writing. So that's really what it's been my whole life, man. I just write everything. Like I don't really come to people too much for like when it's like personal things going on. You know, you got a couple people you'll go to, but mainly with me, I just think some stuff and just been writing my whole life, man. Just putting stuff in the paper. I've been going to the studio since I was 18. So I've been like recording music for 11 years now, you know, and yeah, that's pretty much what it's been.
Now, I definitely understand that. A lot of people don't know, like, I flirted with the music for a while. Like, I write poetry like a motherfucker, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
that's a beautiful art, man.
But I floated with the music. Like, a lot of people used to say I was nice.
Yeah. You got to show me some stuff, man.
Yeah. Trust me, I could get busy, but I felt bad because this is my passion, and I just was using music to talk to people. But now, like, I actually talk to people. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that went. But you know, what does your music aim to say? Like, everybody has an audience. Everybody has a message. So, like, you know, like if you talk, like, say you just brought up Eminem. Like Eminem, when he was first coming out, he spoke on his music was the aim at the white boys that lived in a trailer park that loved hip hop. You feel what I'm saying? And probably hated their mother and their baby mother at the same time. And you got like some other artists like, you know, Hove. His music in the beginning was basically aimed to the streets and how to get out. To now is aimed at, you know what I mean, like being a businessman. So like, what's your music aimed to say to people? Like, what do they get from you?
Well,
I know what I get from it.
Yeah, like I try to I like to make a lot of music for the introverts, man. Like, you know, like the people that don't really fully express stuff and just like want to listen to somebody that like kind of like, cause you know, like it's like sides to me. Like everything I do is kind of like, it's like a live free type of vibe. It's one, like, you know, I got a song called Moonshine, which is kind of like a rock song almost. And it's like, I like to make live free music on one side, but then the other side is like completely dark, man. Like inside of your mind, like not even getting big on like politics and all that. Like I got songs like that too, but it's like mainly like, I like to make music for like what holds us back. You know what I mean? Like a lot of my music is like self-infliction, man. Like, you know, me just talking about inner demons, and that's what it's really like. I don't want to compare it, but it's like, you know, it's like kind of, I can't really put in the word, kind of like a, I don't rap like him, but kind of like Hobson, if you ever listen to him.
Yeah, no, I definitely
just sick-minded.
You know what I mean? And then sometimes it's really not, technically it's not, to certain people it'd be sick-minded, but to certain people it's actually, it's not that many people in your lane. That's how I take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not that many people in your lane, so but you speak to a lot of people out here that really don't have a voice. You know what I mean? Yeah. So and that's what you're saying. Like basically, I got from it. But for me, when I listen to it, it's more mellow. For me, like I actually hear what you're saying. I could vibe out to it. Not only that, you have a message there that even though you say you had a childhood with both parents and shit like that, some people think that a person like of your stature don't go through shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Don't go through little trials and turmoil. So for me, I get a lot of it because some of the stuff some of your music, I really can relate to it. I didn't have both parents in my life, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you still speak what a lot of people speak that don't have both parents in their life, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I fucks with it. But
and like, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying for me, like you definitely could hear that on some like, oh, you might not have went through struggle, but like my peoples weren't rich at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but not really that. I went through my regular like everyday struggles growing up, but like my real like strong struggle came in LA because this was like it was like the fourth something highest place, the cost of living, the gas. I ain't had the best jobs coming up here, so it was like I didn't came to the bottom of the bottom here, man. Like at some point, and now I'm getting like where I need to be, but like I mean, I had to do everything here.
It takes a while. You gotta walk. You got crawl before you walk. You can't just go anywhere and think you're gonna just jump into the ship. You feel me?
Yeah.
But, who are some of your biggest like influences? And it only had to be always music. Like some people. So like, who's your biggest influences?
I mean, like music wise, I'd probably say somebody like. I mean, I don't even want to go. I actually like a lot of artists my age because I respect their work ethic.
Right.
So, you know, man, my two favorites that I get a lot of influence from today is probably Young Thug and Travis Scott. They like two of my favorites, and we the same age. And like
a lot of people don't respect Travis Scott's hustle because they don't see a lot of what he doing behind scenes.
Mm-hmm.
He be grinding hard. He grinds a lot though.
Yeah. And then people wise, like I look up to my mom, like not like that, you know, just hardworking woman. Yeah. Always grinding. She taught me damn near everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's who I call all the time. Like, you know, just from far away having that bond. You know, so when I look at an influence, it's like who do you want to like give a better life to that really like had your back? Who other than your mom? You know.
That's a fact.
At least for me, you know, in that respect. And then, it's one of those things. I just want to like see whatever I can do with this to like give them something, man. Even if we could take a few vacations or get a property somewhere that we can all like camp out at in a different state. Just that's really my goals. It ain't really nothing crazy.
No, I dig that, man. I dig that. Like one of my biggest influences was my mother before she passed and shit. So it was like,
yeah, bro.
I definitely understand like how, you know, when I was in South Carolina going to college, like I was in college, man, in South Carolina, like when I wanted to get that shit up, I called her like, look, I'm ready to stop, man. She was my motivation to help me push it through because really, truth be told, like, man, living down south, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, South is cool, man.
Yeah, and then on top of that, like from it being fun, it was just a lot of influencing that was taking me away from my goal in hand. But I finished that shit. But definitely, my mother was one of my biggest influences, man. So I definitely understand when that comes about. Now, how do you seek out your art form? Like, how do you seek out what to put on paper to put on that wax, man? Like, how do you if I'm saying it right to you, like what influences you to, you know, make a new song?
Well, I mean, always just like trying to stay like somewhat like active is always an influence to just like keep putting stuff out there. But then like, I mean, it's just like a life. It's at some point in your life, it turned into a lifestyle where it's like people work out every day. I damn near write every day. You know what I mean? And I don't really do that too much free writing like I did when I was younger. Like now when I write, it's like it's to a beat. Like I'll just hear a beat and say it's time. It's just let's create. You know what I mean? And when I hear a beat, like the instant, I can already like come up with a hook like immediately. Like all right, that's the hook. You know, and I base it off the hook. So whatever I'm talking about on the hook, I try to like blend the verses to that. Right. And yeah, that's just really what it is. It's just like it's just a basis of just writing every single day.
Every day.
Much. Yeah,
So
and then just
basically,
you have all this material and all these beats, and it's like, all right, let's put out 7 songs real quick. Let's pick the best 7 of these writtens, get the licensing together for these beats. That's kind of how I go. I'm just writing every day, and I think a lot of rappers, man, like they write as much as me, and I'm sure millions of them do. They could wake up one day and just say, man, let me put out something. So I'm trying to do that more often as opposed to like, once every year or something crazy like that. I'm trying to put out like 3 small mini projects a year, but not to oversaturate.
that's how you sharpen your craft, though. That's how you sharpen your craft. A lot of people that you see that don't have that work ethic or they don't write a lot, you notice they're not around a lot. You know what I mean? They here and the next thing you know, they gone later. But you know, what first got you into the music though? Like, what got you into music?
Well, it was basically the poetry thing, man. And it was like, I was listening to, like, I grew up, like, I was a big fan of Eminem, Game. I'm born in 91, so when I was like 12, Game was just coming out. Eminem was already there. Okay. They was like my main 2 people I was looking up to then. And then Joe Budden, like them 3. I know those are weird artists, but those like my 3 favorite rappers probably ever.
Budden, nice. I don't care what nobody
they be killing me.
I don't care what nobody say. Budden the monster when he want to. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. About your three. Game nasty too though.
Yeah.
He just don't. I think his tactics, like
antics and shit outside of music, can be a little questionable. Yeah.
Get him, take him out of the joint. Yo, I just realized too, yo, I got Yankees on. You got the Orioles and shit.
And I don't even watch baseball, but I try to keep as much Baltimore memorabilia as I can around here.
But what's the best advice given to you that made you want to keep doing this?
I would say my brother gave a lot of cool advice to keep me going, but I just remember my uncle, and this is crazy, and that is going to be a part of the verse that I spit for you later, just like talking about self-pain and like holding yourself back. But I just remember my uncle when I was younger, man, like, and I was showing him all my reps. He stay out in Temple Hills, and he just would be like, he used to always say, Jared, it's a wave when it comes to this music. And he was telling me this when I was like 17, 18, it's a wave, and you can just get forgotten so quick. So you got to just, then that's the best advice he pretty much gave me, is to keep going. But I didn't really heed that advice the best. You know what I mean? But like, that's the best advice you can give anybody in music, is like, it's just as simple as that. Keep going. And, I always get, the people that say don't ever make it, don't ever, become like to industry. If you're ever blessed for that opportunity, always remember your roots, like stuff like that. I can never, like, it's easier said than done. If you can give me like $30 million tomorrow, I'm gonna still be the same. And that's 100%. And I know it sounds weird. Still be friendly to people. I'm gonna still be hitting people back, not shunning nobody. Still being the same dude. Of course, keeping a little guard with a little with more comments. But yeah, that's kind of how I live. It's like you just gotta be as organic to you as possible when you do music. Cause like I don't lie about anything in my stuff. Like I don't have a lyric about a gun, a knife, or anything. Cause like, truth be told, I never did that. I never was in it. I never did none of that. You know what I'm saying? Even coming out here, it got like I didn't sold out here. Little weed, and got to the point. And living here, I get checked in all the time. Like not no more, but like I used to get certain areas. You're still gonna get checked. You're gonna get like banged on. But it always ends peacefully. It always ends in a handshake. But it was like, that's really where the rough came up, because Baltimore was rough alone, but I was in the county. But I still, like, all my family was in the city. Right. But, like, out here, moving to this area, like, in the 40s and the 60s, right? The first Crip neighborhoods ever is, like, here. Like, it's all this. It's tough, man. It was tough coming up at first, but then it's, like, you're struggling as well. And then I kind of became a part of the community. Like, just kind of, my neighborhood is nothing but Jamaicans and Crips, man. It's like Jamaicans and Crips. That's it. But it's like they run the businesses. So I don't want to say like I'm affiliated with anything, but a lot of people that I say hi to back and forth and it's how LA works. You got to be allowed to walk around here at certain areas. You got to. So it's certain Crips and Jamaicans where it's like you just walk anywhere around here and nothing gonna happen. You don't have to even think it. I don't want to like knock on wood, but like that's really what it is. Just the struggle with like blending into a neighborhood from another city and you ain't on no shit. I just be smoking my weed and and then it's just like, who you? What's your name? And then you get broke at times and then you got to start hustling, finding ways to make money. So a lot of that real struggle, like it came in LA, man. Cause like my parents is around, but they don't just like dump money and nothing like that. It's way different. It's like we on our own out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really on some like, my mind is starting all these moments. Like it's crazy. You really learn so much about yourself just from being alone. Like I'm alone a lot out here, which is cool. Got a lot of friends, but it's like you learn about yourself when you take yourself out your environment and you plant yourself somewhere and it's like, all right, let's do it.
Oh yeah,
You learn a lot.
especially out there. It's a real wake up, you know what I mean? Because like you said, like you never had to worry about walking through Baltimore and somebody checking you and shit, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I know, like, going to Cali, man, like pulling up in them SWATs and shit like that, like it was checking season, bro. So
yeah. I mean, and you see how real it is, like, and I'm in the heart of it. Like, you go any like certain places, just like you always gonna see a group of something, whether it's a group of Bloods, Crips, just a group of regular people chilling. Once they see what is it, acclimated to your face and who you are,
right?
Then it's like San Andreas or something, like where you had to go through the different gangs, and then once you like defeated the gangs, like y'all was like you could walk through the neighborhoods and didn't get chased and didn't get shot at, like you can go through. But of course, I ain't defeat no gangs out here. It's just like, no, I'm a part of the community. I just want. I ain't up in no shit.
No, definitely know what you mean. Yeah. Definitely know what you mean, because you're not on that shit. So, and they know that, and that's what a lot of people don't realize either. Everybody here like Blood or Crip. You feel me? They get scared and shit. But a lot of times it's how you treat them is how you're gonna get treated. You go out there woofing, you're gonna get a ticket sold. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So. I mean, you here talking to me and shit, getting to go to work, you know what I mean? No problem. But if you could change anything about the industry today, like what would you change?
Man, what I would change about the industry, man, it's deeper than music. It's like I want to change the whole like shade room mentality, man. Like, because we know what we know black on black crime don't exist, right? We know that. It's, environmental type of shit. But when I see the like, not shade room in general, but just like at least the industry in terms of like black, rappers, artists, entertainers that made it, I want to change like all the publications, like tearing them down every chance they get as if they're not regular people. Like, but that's every industry. But I mean, when you see it in like the black publications, like you could like, you might praise a nigga like Meek Mill one day, but then if he, whatever possible bad that could possibly happen to him, like I just really hate where like black media is like the first to push downfalls. And it's like, man, let E Hollywood and let them do that first to us, man. But for us, it's like, that's kind of what I would change about it. It's such like I don't know, man. It's just so easy to like if somebody like Nicki have an opinion about us, like just opinion about anything. Or who the fuck is she? They'll post it, and then that's the only thing I wish I would share. You gonna always have the negative, like that's cool, but I'm just talking about like posting everybody's failures, yo. Like if that's what I want you to do. Never
post a positive, always post the failures and shit. Make it seem like, I mean, truth be told, that can be. That's one of our biggest downfalls in urban culture. That's why, like, with my whole radio shit, with the website, like, anything that go on there, we really, don't try to post too much negative shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie, though.
You got to sometimes,
I got to, but I be looking for the white people shit that be fucking up. You feel me? Like, I be looking for that shit that we talk about quick, you know what I mean? Because you don't hear too much of that. Like you don't see a shade room and it be just about the black or the white artists or movie stars and shit like that. You never see that, yo.
Yeah, it's literally just like, that's what it is. It's like if you're a black publication, I guess your job is to post the good shit. Like, hey, this artist donated $2 million of post art. I mean, the Black Lives Matter, and then but you still got to post that crazy stuff. So I don't knock it. It's part of the industry. It's part of it. But it's like, I just wish as a whole, like when you just see like black entertainers and black, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Yeah, I just wish they could like kind of like put that on a light more. That's all.
I dig that. No, that's some real shit. That's a different answer than a lot of people that gave. Trust me. Yeah. That's different. Damn, smoky shit, boy.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to let this out. I finished it. Yeah.
But
you know how that is.
What's your favorite song to perform? Like,
well, I actually had a few little joints I was doing before all this happened. Right. I performed really is Rolling, man. The one you just played.
Rolling.
And it's a few songs that I just put out that I haven't been able to perform yet. That like, man, I'm just biting that, because I put out 3 projects and I put out 3 tapes since April. So like, and I know that's kind of oversaturated, but they know more than 7 songs. You know what I'm saying? I spaced them out. But like, right. I would say the Rolling song, but it's hard. Like, I just want people to know it's about bikes, though. I wasn't thinking about it after the fact. Like, that song about bikes. It ain't no gang stuff, but it's a fun song to perform because, like, you could be in front. I've performed it like probably 3 times out here, 3 or 4. But you can be in front of strangers. Like, it's just one of them songs. Like, once they hear the first hook, they kind of wake up, and you can just see the crowd. The second verse kind of like just jumping up and heads nodding. It's a fun song to kind of like rock out on the stage and just jump, So right. I would say it's that.
That's good. That's what it is. Yeah. Now, what's the message that you would give to your fans? Like, you know how back in the day, you open up your CD, you go through your songs, get to the back, and there's a message. What would your message say to your fans if we still lived in that era of going and had to physically purchase? What would you have in that stamp than your cover, man?
Well, it's the same. It's been on my Instagram since I had one, but I always go by that motto. Well, it's not a message. It's not like a personal. It's like a message that I live by, but I always live by the motto: if I could save a life that's worth more than 1 million fans. And that's just a personal motto I just said when I was younger, and I've been saying that forever. It's been stamped everywhere, but I really live by that, man. Like, okay. As far as like, it's like an each one teach one mentality I would try to give. Like, I just think with the world, man, a lot of people people are lost, but not on their own doing. Some of it is upbringing. Some of it's just a lot of people in the world that just need good music, or they need to hear something. Like, I've gotten random DMs about people hearing my music, like, yo, this song changed my life, hearing you say this and that. That, more so back in the day. And I still get a lot of them today, but it's like, it's stuff like that, man. Just trying to like reach a different tone of music where people can hear it. Because I mean, it's always cool to have music with a nice beat and all that. I got songs like that. But it's like, I'm big on the ones where it's like, people will hear that and be like, man, the way this dude talking about himself or different like trials and tribulations or the world, like I want to like, I want people, it make them want to get up and like, kind of like, you'll hear it when I give you the verse I'm trying to hear, but it's like, it's stuff like that. I'm just trying to like wake people up to like, not just help themselves, man, but like, you really got to reach out, All
right, now, this is the last question before I get you into get them bars from you, right?
Yeah.
Now, everything that's going on in the world today, I see that they just convicted the 3 officers. The 3 white men who thought they was police that killed Aubrey.
Yeah, that asshole.
The George Floyd situation, Donald Trump bitch ass. Like, what's your take on what's going on now? Like, what do you say we should do as a people, as brown, black, whatever you want to call us, right? Like, what do you think we should do as a people?
I'm glad you asked this, man, because I've been wanting to like give these opinions about what's going on. This is gonna be a quick one, but like I would say now is a time more than ever for to just bring back the Black Wall Street. Because right now we got like, I mean, you see how that was terrorized when we had that opportunity back in the day. I don't know if it was 1920. I can't tell you the year.
I think it was
but like
something, sure.
something like that. And it's like right now, like it's people that's like investing in community. Like I'm getting involved in these local projects out here to like save Crenshaw from being gentrified. They just saved the mall from being torn down and built into like this like new Beverly Hills, which they're trying to make it slowly but surely. Right. But it's like I think now is a time ever, yo. We got the buying power to like, and I don't want to say just celebrities, but when you just think of every celebrity and athlete that made it out of their hood, right? Like we segmented them in the cities, yo, that they came from, like Odell in New Orleans, different things like that. I just think like what Nipsey was doing by himself, he was buying shopping centers, bought the Fat Burger, and he was just doing that with capital and investments and like, you know, little things like that. And it's like he employed some of the sharpest black people, and he employed anybody. I don't see why. That's one of the easiest things to do. I feel like I live in James Harden neighborhood that he grew up in. He got a $248 million. I'm not calling nobody else specifically, but I think like the people that the entertainment industry is controlled by blacks. Athlete, not controlled, it's ran by blacks. We don't control it. And the main two sports that everybody watch in America, at least, is probably basketball and football, maybe baseball. But those two I named, blacks. We control all this. We got all this bread. It's like we could start buying little blocks. We could start buying this and just employing us, and now we got resources to come through. We could open this and that. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is for once, and I've not started like actually putting the money out yet, but I've been doing all my research. I got a couple little coalitions out here. I'm like about to join, not like as a member, but just like being on a board to be able to come to these events and see what's going on and speak and go to different neighborhoods, see where we can invest. But I think we can do that. I think we can start it. Our own, like how Kyrie, I think we could start our own basketball league. It's getting crazy right now, but all of that money is there. And like I think as black people, when we do all this stuff, the regular, normal, everyday black people, we can invest in our own Black Wall Street again, man. Like literally, like in just buy these neighborhoods. But I think like a lot of these entertainers, yo, they got the bread to do it. I'm not putting them on the spot, but they got the bread to just say like, nigga, I'm gonna buy this whole block and like and hire people to start the businesses and this. We could, I mean, look at where everybody from. Dallas, Houston, B-more, LA, like, we could pull that shit off.
Yeah, and that's the funniest shit. The funniest shit about it is, like, a lot of people give, like, Melo shit, right?
Uh-huh.
But Melo is one of the only basketball players today and in his yesterday that actually have not like NBA city, like NBA backing, but he actually has his own like little shits into, I mean, the communities, and from the basketball centers to the workshops to the, you know what I mean, like hiring youth to, you know, for the watches and hiring youth to help build the shoes and shit like that. Even go all the way down to, you know, he got a like baseball team. He has a baseball team in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he employs the kids there for that. Like, so it's like he don't really get enough shine because a lot of people just talk about him being a fucking hawk or whatever, or however they want to speak on it. But that's one of the things that I 100% believe now is the time to start getting it, because sooner or later, I just feel as though they're going to start giving us what we want for a time being, and then start taking shit back. And then when they start taking shit back, we already got food bamboozled. They did it before. You know what I mean? So I believe that if everybody on board, like you said, I'm not going to name none of these other people, but some of these people that's out here, number one player in the world, buying $53 million houses. You know what I mean? And still wanting to play basketball and shit. You're right. It could be money to build, to buy some shit, start, you know what I mean? Even if it's only one black bank in Maryland. They can help blacks with a good idea. Now it has to be a good idea. Don't just start because he black and shit and he say y'all got an idea. Fuck that. You know what I mean? But some of these athletes have money to where they can get started, like a small bank can get started.
Yeah.
And have the investors. It could start now, but it just has to be everybody. I feel like everybody has to be in play on a situation. And because of you being black, everybody's not for you. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you're not for everybody because some people talk that shit, but they not really for the cause. They just trying to get the money out of us.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? But that's another day, another time. But shit, I'm ready whenever you are, brother. Like, let these motherfuckers know why you Jae Knox and why you one of the coldest, bro.
So, like, let me do two, man. You mind?
Hey, shit, go ahead.
I want to do, like, so you know, like, I'm not a freestyler. I can boldly say that. I'm going to tell you, you know what I'm saying?
Most of these motherfuckers out here that be going on these other platforms and saying they freestyling, lying like shit, but then I hear it on the fucking record like 4 or 5 months later after that shit died out. So
thanks. Yeah. So like I'm gonna give you one of my like political verses, man. It's from my song Graffiti. I'm gonna give you that. And then I want to do something from this joint Monster too, yo, where I'm like just talking about myself, like kind of a merit song, and it's like the merit reflection is telling me how bad I fucked up and you know what's going on. Yeah. So I want to do that. But I'm gonna start with Graffiti, all right?
Go ahead.
So look, Black Dot Graffiti, or the Black Dot Graffiti, paint that on your cleavage. I do this for all of my woes. This is my brother, my sister, my people, the culture that everyone knows. Time to bring us home. They gonna hear us wrong. Show y'all how we kick it. Kick it in our zone. That's right. Black Dot Graffiti, y'all take it or leave it. The fact we still kicking, show we undefeated. Civil rights gentrification repeated. Demolished our children and raped all our freedoms. On stand for this shit like a paraplegic. Killers on camera, now everyone sees it. Busting his crib while he watching his TV. Thought it was yours, so you shot at me bleeding. Crocodile tears, you brought that to the TV. Warned up the family and made them believe it. And I hope he high in the heavens, preaching the word to our almighty leaders. Black Dot Graffiti, pay that on Adidas. Too many Beckys, not enough Khadijas. I've seen too much shit for me not to believe it. Got love for my black and white friends. They know I love them and I ain't divisive. I ran out of bread to keep paying these prices. I painted black paint however you like it. It's just some shit we've been asking for years. They closing down schools, said the hell with our kids. Why can't they vision? We just trying to live. Too many real, doing too many bigs. Black Dot Graffiti, pleasure to meet you. Country Lord Diva, I love all your features. Make you come twice and I follow the leader. I know your little ass was gonna be a keeper. She go with her money, as shorty ain't playing. I got the money back, you be my Megan. She love the wood, she get thanks like a pagan. Wait, that's the wrong song. What am I saying? Black Dot Graffiti, this shit for the culture. Crabs in a barrel, we clawing like vultures. What y'all gonna do when we take over artists? We gonna be way more than athletes and artists. Hella black entrepreneurs and artists. Narratives change, I see present black fathers. How come they never say that to their culture? Quit minding our business and water your garden. If you wanna embrace it, no problem, that's one thing. But taking the message and making it your thing. That way I come from, it won't get you no rings. Hustle that heaven and food under no means. Tired of y'all being black when it's convenient. Bump all our music and know all the features, but disappear for the cop killers and beatings. We see right through it, it don't take a genius. Scream at the top, y'all gonna hear I'm a duelist. I come in peace, just don't get too foolish. Stand at the top of the key like I'm Kuzma. What y'all gonna do when we take out your jeweler? Bringing the pressure to all of our leaders. Sick of damn tired of this pledge of allegiance when people are homeless and children are eating. I'll say it myself if y'all too scared to speak it.
Yeah, okay.
That's one of my that's like a politically driven, like you know, for my people type of shit.
That definitely had a fucking message to it too, man.
Yeah.
Definitely had a message to it.
Appreciate that.
No.
And I'm gonna knock out this Monster joint.
Oh, well,
you had a question? No, I want to hear what you had.
No, I was going to ask you, like, when did you pen that?
So the funny thing about that song, which like is crazy, is like that was on this tape I put out in April. Like I put out my Everyone's Invited tape on my birthday, April the 8th, but then April the 6th. Just being stupid, man. I put out a whole nother project before that, kind of like a, you know, like a Days Before Rodeo, then Rodeo type of thing. And like it was on that. So I literally wrote that in April. But it's funny because like this stuff started to transpire like heavily, like just a little bit after. But I think it's pretty current to what's going on right now, you know?
Definitely. Tell you. I thought you was going to tell me something else, but damn.
Yeah.
You
I'm fine. We can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so look, I got this verse like I did it in this song called Monster. I should have sent it to you, but like I said, it's a marathon. So I don't really need to go through the verse, but I just wanted to give like the mirror response.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just go into it like, you done botched up your moment, can't plan for this shit. You been bluffing for years at the stand for that shit. You'd have been rapping before this was cool. Now you looking like Scotty, been paid like a fool. How you letting all these young boys screw you? They teaching you game that you should have been new. If they saw what we saw in this shit we've been through, how weren't you inspired to lift it to move, man? You should see life on the side of the lens. If you saw what I saw, you would question your friends. They stole from it. Let that shit happen again. They'll get dragged through the mud till the damn bitter end. Now you woke up one day and decided to rap again. There you go treating this shit like a fad again. Remember them days when you actually had fans and shit blowing your DMs like not you the man and shit? How could you? Cause each time you ran again. Now you desperate hoping they come back again, switching your style like you need a new acumen. Swear to God, dog, I really can't stand you, kid. Nigga, you is a shell of our former self. Need to pack up your shit, get back on the shelf. You done did this to us, can't blame no one else. I can't watch this no more, dog. We need some help. Man, even Issa done turned on herself before. Get the hell out my way, I'ma stop this, yo. I won't let you unseason this pot of gold. Swear procrastination is our middle name. Man, the shit you won't do for a little fame. Don't you get it? Life sucks, this a bitter game. What you won't do, I promise they will, man. Yeah, and then it's that.
So that was a mirror. That was basically you talking to yourself?
Yeah, I was talking to myself, kind of responding to like the first verse of that. Just, you know, but yeah, that's what it was. It sound cooler on the song, like when you hit it.
Oh, that shit, truth be told, when you just spit that shit, it sounded cool. So I can only imagine what it sound like when you hear it with the beat. But that's some real shit because, like for me, like I had started this shit and I was doing it for a while. Then I stopped, and once I stopped, people didn't understand that I was building an empire. You feel me? Like I was building a station, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people didn't understand that. So it was like, yo, where you at? What you doing? Blah, blah, blah. But then on top of that, I almost got away from this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then it was like, oh, you gonna do this shit again? So I felt that verse because that's how I felt like not that long ago, probably like 8 months ago, bro. I was like, yo, you gonna do this shit again? Like, or you gonna just fade out again? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So now I'm not only am I here to stay, but I got a platform that I fucking control. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You should be proud of it.
So at the end of the day, and it's not just me, it's 3 of my partners, you feel me? So, I mean, black owned, starting from the ground and trying to be as big as the rest of these motherfuckers who don't respect our culture. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And for me, I'd rather play somebody like you on my shit because they not trying to listen to you right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's the thing.
Yeah, and for me,
subject matter.
For me, I see substance before I see hype.
Right.
So I don't really give a fuck if a person has a fucking million followers. You can still be a corny motherfucker.
Yeah.
And because you already up here, you're not gonna respect my growth. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm here and I'm coming up, I respect everybody who like they respected me. You know what I'm saying? So even when I get here, I'm gonna still be thinking about these people first and get them here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
basically how you feel with the music shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's
So each one
even
teach
if you
one
get your
mentality.
bread out of it, and you're not gonna change. And that's me. Like you could give me today. I don't give one if it's 100,000, and you tell me that you're gonna give me a house and this and that. Woo, woo, just keep control of shit. Nah, bruh. I still have to live by my motto and my mode. You know what I mean? So
Exactly. You have to. And that's how you get like screwed over when you like you let somebody else could take over your vision or be able to invest something in you, and then it's like, but you gotta do this, or we want you to go this direction. But when you know what I'm saying, when you control that brain and
yeah,
you control what go into it, that's how you remain true and put, whether it's music, whether it's, you know, interviewing, anything, man. Like, you know, like you want it to be as organic in you as possible, man.
yeah,
And that's the thing. When they throw you, and that's what I'm saying, if you threw somebody like me and you all that kind of money and stuff like that, it's a mentality, like certain things got to change, but it's like they want you to adapt certain lifestyles because you this, but it's like, nah, I mean, we can still be the same exact
it was still the
people and
same
all
cat.
this
Like
better.
even with all the bread, and everybody don't know what it is with me or not. I'm still the same motherfucker. You feel me? I just know a lot of people think I made it, and I appreciate it, but I'm just like y'all, man. So I gotta keep
I'm
that way.
proud of you, man, everything you're doing, man. Like, I really am. I'm always staying in tune to what's going on, so I'm proud of you.
My
That's
G,
what
I respect that and I appreciate that, bro. Same
yeah.
here, man. Like we supposed to did this interview a while back, but like I said, man, like I was just trying to build some shit, and I knew you was going through some shit.
Yeah,
Our times is overlapping,
right. Facts.
but it's here now. It's here now. Let everybody know where they can find you at.
But you can follow me on the gram. That's the easiest place to get me, and that's JAE_KNOX. My email booking.jknox@gmail. My music is everywhere. If you just go to I mean, I really want people to pick up the music aspect heavy. Like if you just want type in Jae Knox, JAE_KNOX. You want to type that on any little platform and just see what I got out there. Check it out. I got 3 tapes I put out this year. So one is Everyone's Invited. One is Free Before 11. And then I just did the other one. It be like that sometimes that I just put out like last week. So yeah, I mean, like it's a variety of music. I always encourage people. Like I think I'm the type of artist. There's so much different stuff going on, but it's like I just want people to like download my shit and just put it on shuffle, man, and like see if you could drive to the beach playing that. See if you can drive from home at night, and, you know, just see what tickles your fancy. Because I feel like I got something for everybody, and I ain't on no like cocky shit. It's on some just believing in, you know, what you do. I feel like I got something for everybody. There's certain things where they like that ain't my swag. Like my man Crave, you know Crave, our brother, man.
Yeah.
Like he support my music so heavy, man. But he always tell me he tells me the songs that he hates. Like he hated. He literally said he hate this song Lost Puppy I did, which is like a straight kind of rock song. But it's like I respect that because that let me know he listening to it and he always tell me his favorites and stuff. But it also lets you know every song ain't for everybody. But I feel like if y'all give me a chance, type in my name, ride any of the albums on shuffle, you're gonna see a couple of them where it's like that's spoken to me, or that's for me. And
That's
that's
good
how I like to
though.
make music, man.
It's always good to have somebody that keep it 100 with you. If that's the right term now, they might got some new shit out, and I'm falling behind on it. But yeah, like, but other than that, you definitely have songs that touch different genres. You know what I mean? So there's definitely music out there for everybody. You know what I mean? So you'll be able to catch this on YouTube. You Talktooemcon, TalkTooemcon.
I'm gonna look for it
on a Unified Radio, Common Spelling, YouTube platform, and also on the website, unifiedradio.tv. You'll be able to find this video, and also be able to hear the audio on all social media platforms. I'm on what the fuck? Yeah, I'm on a lot of shit. iHeart, TuneIn, Google Play,
Deezer, I
Apple
bet
Play.
you on there too.
Yeah. So
Deezer,
I'm on a lot of
whatever
shit.
they call it.
So type in Talktooemcon, and you'll be able to hear this if you don't want to watch the visual. I know I'll probably be an ugly motherfucker, so what? But
The video will be on YouTube, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, yo. That's what it is, man.
That's it, bro.
Man, I appreciate you having me, yo. And you know we getting up when I get back. This is no more bluffing, man. Because like now we really know the life is short, man. It's like everything crazy. So when I can get my ass back home, I need everybody to get up, man. Like
and real shit, speedy recovery to my man Reggie. You feel me?
Oh yeah, big time, man.
So
Reggie Flex.
I'm gonna definitely dedicate because it's a TST thing right here. So I'm gonna dedicate this interview to my man Reggie.
Yeah, that's my man. Yo,
home in Houston right now, getting better. You know what I mean? After being in a severe accident and shit like that. So
yeah. And my man Dan, yo, Big Dan. Like
definitely.
Yeah, he beat Corona, yo. God bless him. He had me scared. But he beat it. So God bless him for that.
Definitely God bless him. I forgot. Yeah, I definitely shot him out.
Yeah.
So everybody listening, man, is Talk to him, calling him out. You go holler at Jae Knox, throw that shit in your ears, let it blow out your eardrums. And if you go deaf, at least you know you went deaf listening to some good shit. All right?